The old chicken account took a beating this week. New tires on the daily. It's not exciting, but they're on there, and we're back to dailying it after it looked like this for 3 days. I had them put on, and then got some stuff in from Amazon. These things that we just showed. And then the one that really hurt was this. Yeah. 10 brand new 31s. These aren't usually what I buy because I don't care about speed, I care about reserve, and I'm pretty lazy when it comes to charging batteries, and I like the Caprice picture on the thing of the Caprice. I charge that like 3 times a year. That's not even exaggerating. 8 batteries last a long time when they're all working together and you don't care about speed. This guy, which we're working on, we want a little speed. So I went from my normal 950 cranking amp batteries to 1,000 cranking amp batteries, and that added quite a bit. It's up there, but we got them. I didn't feel good buying them, but they're here, and we're in the garage trying to make progress. We got these things, little beautification things that we talked about last week. I'm missing 3 normal Amazon activities here. Got some stainless steel hardware, some nuts that I think will make this look a little fancier. So today what I'd like to do, we're going to throw some of the batteries, now that we have the designated batteries and not 6 different brands and different sizes of 31s because they're all varying. We're going to throw the batteries in here. We're going to get an exact height. We're going to cut all of these down to what we need to cut them down to. We're going to make some C-channel from scratch. Again, haven't had enough to justify an order. The supply place I use for steel, they'd rather you have like $300 and plus for the order to have them deliver it to you. And I am not driving to Maryland. It's not going to happen. So with that said, I don't have enough for a $300 order, because when you buy from a supply house, significantly, gigantically different in price than it is when you buy it from a hardware store. Never recommend that. If you can, avoid it. Look into supply houses around you. Most of the places don't care. They'll make an account for you, or they'll just sell it to you outright. It's still going to be cheaper. So what I do have, and I bought for this truck, when I originally started building this, I bought 2 sticks of 2x2 3/16 and 2 sticks of 2x2 quarter wall. We built a 3-link out of the quarter wall. The rest of this stuff is being made out of the 3/16 because quarter's ridiculous and that doesn't make sense to waste it for that. I thought that I had a bunch of this C-channel. It disappeared, like most things do in my house. It just disappears into the hoard. I have tons of materials back there. When they show up here, it's just gone. It's gone forever. So we're going to make C-channel out of 2x2. So every piece of 2x2 that we cut in half, we get 2 sticks of C-channel. So if we play this out right, we can make this one and this one at the same time. So we're talking like whatever this is, 1.5 feet, 2 foot, and then we're going to cut this one and we'll have these 2 at the same time. So we're going to make 4 sticks with 2 pieces basically. It's going to be time consuming because I haven't figured out how I want to cut it yet. I don't think it would work on the bandsaw. I don't think it would work with my circular steel saw. I don't think I'm good at. I don't think I'm good enough using it to not make that look like crap. A bandsaw only allows you to avoid a sliver, so cutting something to an, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. So we're gonna go with my least favorite thing, the grinder, which sounds absolutely terrible because that's a lot of cutting, but we're gonna get after it. I don't know if you've ever been here before. This is the channel you knew because you clicked on it. I'm Crawford, and we're working on a Ranger. These aren't the pumps that are going in the truck. We got some nice stuff sitting in the truck, and we got a leaky wheel. So yeah, we're just gonna get to work. I'm not gonna try not to ramble. It never works. Oh, we also have the beginning of the heavy duty rack that goes underneath the main battery rack. We're gonna try and juggle some stuff, you know, ADD. I'm getting straight away. Let's just start doing stuff. I think the thing that makes the most sense. I'm trying to say that 10 times fast. I think the thing that makes the most sense to do first is to cut the 2x2 to length and start from there. This is roughly 25.5 from outside to outside, so if we push it out about an inch per thing, let's just say 27. 27 should look good. As long as we can shut the tailgate, which I think we're fine. So we'll cut 2 of them to 27. Oh, Amazon, it never fails. Well, I guess it's my fault too for not being proactive and figuring out what I want to order sooner. Let's make this is 17. We'll do 19. 18 and a half. 18 and a half makes more sense. 18 and a half, 27. That's pretty good. I just threw that up there and it was almost dead on where it needed to be. We are going to see how far we can go with the bandsaw. I'm kind of thinking it's just going to hit the stop. But if we go and we hit the stop on both sides, then I only got to cut a little bit with the grinder. It'll be a little off, but the least amount of grinder usage, the better. Better than nothing, I guess. So one thing to keep in mind before I forget to say it, I've cut a lot of random material in half to make things out of it that weren't intended to be made out of it. Like I-beams and all kinds of stuff. I've ripped them down the middle like this. Some material, depending on how it's made, and it's under tension, basically, is what I was gonna say. So if you were to cut an I-beam down the middle, it'll turn into like a big banana. This will do it some. You can see it separating just a little bit. It's starting to curl, but it shouldn't do it very much. I almost put all that in my pocket. So I hate using a grinder. I gotta figure something out. Maybe I'll just stare at stuff for an hour or two. this is where we're at. Got all these cut down. Need a little bit more cleaning. I true it up the edge a little bit on some of them. Grinder got a little wandery. That's why I don't like using it. I got an extreme amount of dust on the ground, and I probably should have been wearing a mask because I got it in my lungs. Like what normally happens with a grinder. That's why I like using other things that don't involve composite discs, I guess. But as you saw, I started pulling out those rods. We're gonna get these all cut down. I double nutted these to back them back out because welding all of these tightens up everything a little bit, but everything's coming out. Threads look good, so it's not a problem. I'm gonna put this on the ground. I'm gonna get our height correct, figure out what to cut these down to. I know it seems kind of ridiculous to cut them twice, but again, I wanted to make sure that I had everything sort of ready to go before I got the new batteries. And now that I have the new batteries, I 100% know where everything's going to stop, and all of that will make sense after I show the hardware once we get all of this stuff cut and holes drilled and everything ready, and cut those down and make those look good, and all of the things. It'll all make sense and hopefully tie together. That's what we're going for. So I'm going to put this on the ground. I'm going to take some measurements with the battery and with those C-channels that we made, and start more cutting and more drilling and more grinding and all of the things. Let's see how many times I can pick this up before this project is done. Hopefully not much more after this, because once that 2x2 gets welded to the bottom of it, it will eventually get to the point where I can't pick it up because it's going to weigh too much. Oh, now we're crooked and pointing at the ground for that. Yeah, look at this. Fits pretty good. Obviously this is way too tall. To make this make more sense, I probably should open this off camera. This will be the hardware for the top of each piece. So I want the bars to basically stop before they bottom out inside of these. So that there. This here. I would like it to stop before the top of the acorn. But I think that with a little washer will look pretty fancy. So it'll be somewhere around here. So you're going to come up with whatever that measurement is. So I'll probably cut it basically to the height of that nut, and by the time the washers and everything's on there, the nut won't bottom out. So I'm going to mark this and do a whole lot of cutting again. And then once those are cut, we can come in, mark these, drill these, and set this on there. Once we figure out exactly what height all of that is, then we can cut those tubes down and assemble it all, and hopefully stand back and go, wow, that looks great. GoPro stop recording. Well, everything is now cut. It's in place. I still need to level out some of the bolts because some of them need to be turned in 4 or 5 turns to sit flush. But I'm digging it so far. I am happy with the progress. Like our little beautification tube things in there. One thing that I do want to do, and I didn't want to cut them to length and then end up being short, is I want to cut these pretty close to the washers and then cap them and clean all this up and make it look smooth. That way there's no opening here in the front. So the overhang will be gone later on, but for now it looks pretty good. I'm happy with the button head choice. Gives it kind of a beefier look. But yeah, that was a whole lot of cutting today. Over and over and over. So I think it's going to wrap it up. It's pretty late. And yet again, that's what I do every weekend. I'm running behind on how far along I should be. I should have been out here all week, but had a lot of random stuff going on. Yet again, you know, life and whatnot. So we're going to pick this back up. Maybe during the week this week, if all goes well. I don't got to put tires on my daily, and I don't got to run around doing things, and hopefully it doesn't snow again. Yeah, I'm gonna go wrap it up. We're really close to the next giveaway. Like, it could happen in this video. So if you've never been here before, we do giveaways at every 100 mark. Every time we hit another 100 subscribers, we do a giveaway. I was trying to back off on pushing that, but everybody seems to be into it, because even when I don't talk about it, everybody still comments to potentially win. So if y'all want me to keep going, we'll keep going. I will say we are down to Edelbrock air filters. I'm going to put on the screen how many air filters we've given away between the two, but we've also given away everything but one cone filter. So we're down to just the carburetor filters. I'm getting distracted here. So every 100 subscribers, you have to be subscribed. So you need to subscribe to this video and comment hashtag Virginia is for Lowriders to enter a chance to win. Now we're down to an Edelbrock air filter, t-shirt, and a sticker pack. Totally for free. Just for hanging out and watching me work on my junk. That's all it is. So we're going to continue that. And whoever wins the first round pick gets an option. If they want the one remaining Spectra cone filter or the Edelbrock or messages me on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram or however you want to hit me up. It doesn't matter. My name is the same on all of them. Virginia is for Lowriders. And yeah, we're like 20 away, 15 away from the next subscriber giveaway. So make sure you do it now. Subscribe, comment, hashtag Virginia is for Lowriders, and we will definitely be picking a winner next week if we get 15 subs. So I appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you next Sunday.